Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a really soft glam bridal look. This can go for a bride or someone in the bridal party. I wanted to do this because my best friend is actually going to be in a wedding this weekend and the bride said that they could do their own makeup. So she was like, I'm totally lost. Can you please do a tutorial? So I'm doing that, and I figured like maybe if one of you are going to be in a wedding, going to a wedding, or going to be a bride, I felt like this would be kind of appropriate. I thought that it was very soft, very glamorous, but also very like appropriate and timeless. I felt like when you're in a wedding, it's very important to remember that there's going to be pictures that last a lifetime and things like that, and like videos. So you want to keep your makeup as timeless as possible. So that is the look that I was going for when I filmed this video. And I actually used my veil when I did use the clips with the veil. So brought back the good old memories. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please do not forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys soon. Bye guys. To ensure that our makeup will stay on all day and endure through all the dancing and crying and sweating, we're going to be placing the Nivea Aftershave Balm. And then I'm going to be using the Kat Von D High Voltage Eye Primer in Skin with the NARS Radiant Cream Concealer in the color Caramel. And I'm using this to define my eyebrows as well as prime my lids. And I love these two. These are my go-to favorites, and I feel like they're going to be best for wedding days because I know they're going to last a long time. And I'm using a Sigma F75 to just even it out on the lids. So to prevent our eyelids from getting all creasy, I'm going in with the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation and a Sigma E50 brush to pack on the product. It's really important to set any creams, especially on your wedding day. You don't want your lids to be looking a creasy hot mess. So we're just preventing that by doing this step. Now I'm going into the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm going in with the color Peanut Butter on a Sigma E40 brush. This is going to be a really great transition shade for all skin tones because it's very neutral. It's not going to pull orange or it's not going to pull purple. It's just a really great even tone. So I love this palette because it's really great for that. The next color we're going to go in with is the color Semi Sweet on a ZOEVA 228 brush. I prefer to use a brush that is really pointed towards the tip, which is what this brush does. It helps me to put the transition shade or a transition shade gradient that I want to use into my crease a little bit easier. And I love this brush for that because it helps to create a really nice gradient. And as you can see, I'm focusing the Semi-Sweet shade in the outer 3/4 of my crease. Now to further darken up the crease, I'm going in with the color Triple Fudge on the same ZOEVA brush, and I'm focusing this more on the outer portion of my crease. As you can see, I'm building up a nice gradient, and I'm going in little by little with the product because if you do go in heavy with this product, it can make it very ashy and very strong. So I'm taking product little by little and just working it into my crease to create the perfect transition shade. Now that I've built up my crease to the color I want, I'm going in with the Makeup Geek Afterglow Pigment. I love this pigment because it's a very light color. It's not overpowering, but it also brings the necessary drama you want for your wedding look or any kind of bridesmaid look. I feel like it really dramatizes the eyes in a really simple way. I don't know if that's like an oxymoron, but I love this shade because it's just very simplistic but also very glam at the same time, and it just creates a really nice soft glam shade for your lid. So as you can see, I'm placing a little bit of Fix Plus on the brush just to bring it to the next level, and I'm just placing this all over the crease but not bringing it above my crease. When you've laid down all of your shadows, your eyes should look a little something like this. Now I'm going to be creating a wing, a very baby wing with a very thin strip to kind of define the eyes. This is completely optional. I know that a wing can be not so timeless, but I feel like it brings a really nice drama to the eyes. So it's completely optional. You can just coat your lids like this, or you can add the wing if you want. For me personally, I don't love fake lashes, so a wing is really important for me because it just gives it the extra step I want to make my eyes that much more dramatic. So now I'm going to use one of my favorite mascaras. This is the Sephora The Mascara Mascara. And I love this mascara because it really volumizes my lashes. It makes them look so full. I don't like false lashes, so this is really important for me. But false lashes would look absolutely stunning if you like that. Now I'm going into the Bobbi Brown Dark Peach Color Corrector. I'm using this color corrector as opposed to like a more coral based one because it's very close to my skin tone, but it's really great at evening out the discoloration. And I think this is my favorite color corrector. It's just that it's very expensive, so I don't go into it too much. But as you can see, it really is close to my skin. It makes your skin look so seamless and so flawless. And when I apply it underneath my eyes, it's like, why do you even need concealer? Because it just does such a great job at correcting the discoloration. And for me, I have dark circles, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure most brides, because they're stressed out and tired, will have them too. You know, can I get an amen? So yeah, I'm going in with this color corrector to make sure my canvas is all even for the foundation. So this is my most suggested product to use if you're going to use any product on your face. I would definitely go in with something like the Estee Lauder Double Wear because it gives great coverage. It's going to cover any blemishes, any discoloration. It's just such a great foundation. And if you have like combination skin, it's going to help to combat the oil and not make you look so oily and shiny in your pictures. Not to mention that it doesn't have SPF, so you're less likely to get flashback, which is really important when taking into consideration the products you're going to use on your face. Now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. I'm going in with the color Cinnamon on a Sephora. This is the contour brush. And I'm just going to sculpt out my face and just do a really nice light cream contour. I'm not going too heavy on it because I don't want it to look like super chiseled. You want to look very natural. So I feel like this color is going to bring definition but not go over the top. So I'm just contouring the places I would typically contour: your nose, cheeks, forehead, so on and so forth. Now I'm going in with the Lorac Tantalizer Matte Bronzer on my NARS KABUKI brush. I'm going to contour, but not full on contour, like bam, chiseled out cheekbones. I'm just going to do a really light bronzy type of contour and set the areas that I did apply that cream contour. And I love this bronzer because it's very natural. It's not too dark. That's going to make me look like, oh my god, she's totally bronze. So I feel like it just brings a really natural definition to the face. And to conceal underneath my eyes, I'm going with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. I like this shade because it is not too light. I don't want to look overly done up. I want to keep it natural and fresh. So I feel like this is the perfect color because it's probably like one shade lighter than my skin tone. So it's going to add some brightness but not overly do it. So I definitely suggest using a blending sponge, either a beauty blender or the Real Techniques one, to apply any kind of face products, your foundation, your concealer, because it's gonna get rid of the excess product and you're not gonna look like cakey, which is really important. And I feel like it's really important to use a sponge underneath your eyes because it's gonna prevent creasing. And I'm using a concealer that's really great for that. Now to set all of that, I'm gonna go in with the Giorgio Armani Micro Fill Loose Powder in 02 with the same sponge, dampened, and apply this underneath my eyes. I chose this setting powder because it has never given me flashback, and a lot of the other ones can tend to do that. So just be careful with the powders you choose to use underneath your eyes. Now I'm going in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light, and I'm using a Sigma F35 to kind of dust off the excess loose powder that I applied. And this powder is going to bring a really beautiful natural glow. It's going to make you glow from within. And I feel like that's really great. And as you can see, I'm glowing away and I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Shrugging them shoulders, girl. Shrug those shoulders, girl. Alright, move, move. When you're trying to dance, but you're trying to keep it low key at the same time. Alright, girl. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Lorac Tantalizer Baked Bronzer. So I definitely suggest a highlight. You want to look glowing. I mean, I just think that highlights are everything, but you don't want to look like Anastasia Beverly Hills, so highlighted glowing. Like, that's just a little bit too much, even though that is my favorite. So I'm using something that's a little natural, but it's going to add a really nice flush and really nice glow to the skin, and I feel like this is the perfect product for that. I know that the Hourglass has one that's really beautiful as well, very neutral. So for blush, I'm going in with Kat Von D's blush in Essex. This is a really nice matte nude mauve. It's not going to overpower. It matches your eyeshadow. It's not going to be too much. I really suggest a matte or even a mineralized blush. I think those are the ones that are going to look best. They're going to look nicest. You don't want something that's too shimmery, but the mineralized ones are just the perfect amount of balance, in my opinion. And to smoke out my lower lash line, I'm just going in with the color Semi-Sweet from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette on a Sigma pencil brush. So now I'm going with MAC's Costa Riche eyeliner. I chose this liner because I feel like it's absolutely gorgeous. It matches the eyeshadow look. It adds a really nice depth and definition to the eyes without being harsh. I feel like black can be a little harsh, and I feel like the Costa Riche just makes you look more awake. It's not as dramatic as black, but it does bring the necessary drama without going overboard. So I definitely suggest either a nude liner or Costa Riche type liner because it's just very appealing and it's very nice and flattering. Now for brows, I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. This is my jam, girl. Like, it just makes doing your eyebrows so effortless and so easy. So I'm using the color Chocolate, and I'm just going with my natural shape, my natural curvature, and just filling in the sparse areas, keeping it al natural. So to highlight my inner tear ducts and my brow bone, I'm going back in with that Lorac Tantalizer on a Sigma E35 brush. I'm using the highlighting shade that we use on our cheeks because it's very toned down. It's going to add a really nice pop to the inner tear ducts without going overboard, as well as that nice pop to your brow bone, as you can see. But it's very neutral. It's very natural as highlight can be, I guess. So yeah, that's why I chose this color. It's just very easy. It's not going to be too much. So the shade that I'm using on my lips is completely optional. Go with whatever works best for you, but I'm using the Urban Decay Revolution lip gloss in the color Liar. I love this shade because it's a My Lips but better. I feel like it just makes you look so nicely flushed in the lips. It gives you that really beautiful lip pink shade. So this is the shade that I chose, and this is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!